Hi, I'm Miss Molly and I work at Muhlenberg County Public Libraries, and we are going to learn about a different country today. How many of you watched the Olympics? They were held in Tokyo, Japan. Well, today we're going to learn about Japan. This is the world, and Japan is located right here. It's a little bitty island country made up of thousands of islands. And this is a map of Japan. So today I'm going to teach you, or we're going to learn about Japan and what it's like to maybe live there and what we can learn about that country that's thousands of miles away from us. And again, have you ever wanted to learn about another country? Well, did you know that there's 196 countries in the world? So that means there's 195 more countries to learn about other than the United States. So today, let's learn about Japan. Again, here's another little map about where it's located. Other countries around it, we have South Korea, North Korea, Russia, and China. And this is Japan right here. Again, made up of thousands of islands, although most of them don't have people living on them. But the ones that do have people living, we're going to learn about what it is kind of to live there, be there. And another neat fact about Japan, the whole country is about the size of California. Can you believe that? One country could fit inside one of our states. I think that's pretty cool. And also there are parts of Japan that have snow. There's parts of Japan that are very much like here in Kentucky. Tokyo, for example, where the Olympics were, is a lot like our weather here in Kentucky. I just thought that was kind of neat. Some other things we're going to learn about right now. Chopsticks. How many of you have eaten with chopsticks? It's kind of fun and different way to eat. Well, most people in Japan use chopsticks to eat. Sushi is one of the foods. It's actually from Japan. How many of you have had sushi? There's all kinds of sushi. I love sushi. Another neat snack that kids and adults love to eat in Japan are Pockies. And you can buy them right here where you live in the grocery stores. And they come in different flavors. You can get strawberry, vanilla, chocolate, and they're kind of like a long skinny pretzel. And then they are dipped in, if it's chocolate, vanilla. These happen to be a green tea, but you just eat them kind of like a pretzel. So again, if you go to the grocery store, you could look for Pockies and pretend maybe like you're walking down the streets of Japan while you're eating one. Origami. Who loves origami? Origami comes from Japan. It's a really neat art that you can just make out of a simple piece of paper. This happens to be a pack of origami paper. You would pick a color that you'd like. Any color comes in all different kinds of colors. You can make very simple, a lot of times they're animals. In this case, it's a little dog. This is a fish or a little frog, and the frog can jump. You can make it so you can just push on the back of it and it would jump. And at our libraries here, we have lots of books on origami. So if you love dinosaurs and art, you could get the origami dinosaurs and learn to make different kinds of origami dinosaurs. We also have origami farm animals. You could make a cute pig. You could make other farm animals. So again, these are here at our library for you to check out. You could take them home, make your own origami animals, all different kinds of pets. So come check those out when you come to the library the next time. Other neat things, the architecture there is very different than it is here. This is one of the buildings, and if you look at the architecture, it doesn't look like where we live. And Mount Fuji is in the background. That's a very famous, well-known landmark in Japan. and it's over 12,000 feet tall. There's also bamboo, which can grow very quickly every day all over Japan. A lot of animals eat it. They use it in crafts in Japan. Bonsai trees. They're very little trees, but they're very special to the Japanese people, and they take very good care of them, trim them, shape them, and just watch them grow. Phoenix trees, they're very special as well. They're planted around Japan, and if you're curious, you could look up and see what makes a phoenix tree so special. In Japan, it's an island country again, but there's also volcanoes there, active volcanoes. So again, if you're curious about volcanoes, maybe you want to read about Japan. And now we have a very special guest who would like to share some information with us about Japan.
Konnichiwa, minasan. Hello, everyone. Watashi no namae wa Dustin desu. My name is Dustin. Hajimemashite. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. It is wonderful to meet you. I'm from Greenville, Kentucky, but I've lived here in Nagoya, Japan for 8 years. I'm a teacher, and I heard you were learning about Japan, so I wanted to shoot a quick video and say hello to everyone. Japan is a wonderful and interesting place when there's so many things to see and do. You can ride the Shinkansen, the bullet train, that'll get you there with time to spare. It's one of the fastest trains in the world. You can also try Japanese cuisine, like onigiri, rice balls, or sushi, or even, if you live in Nagoya like me, unagi, grilled eel. It's delicious. So while you're traveling around, you might even want to try a Japanese hobby, like me and Pikachu back here. We do Japanese tea ceremony, or sado. So, have a great school year, have fun at the library, and we'll see you in Japan soon. Take care.
Thank you so much, Dustin, for sharing that amazing information with us. Now, I bet you might say, wow, Japan, I've never heard about Japan, but I would imagine if you look around your house, you have lots of things that came from Japan. Japan has many companies. These are just a few of them. Toyota, Honda, Nintendo, I bet you've heard that name. Sony, Canon, Toshiba, and Hello Kitty. Anybody out there like Hello Kitty? Well, Hello Kitty is from Japan. Haiku, it's a very short way of writing poetry. It's only 3 lines long. First one has 5 syllables, second one has 7 syllables, and the third one has 5. And I would imagine maybe some of you have even written haiku in school. Art, all kinds of art. Maybe looks different than ours, but it is. Japan has very rich culture and a lot of art. Robotics are huge. Bullet trains, look at that train. It can go so fast. And a lot of people travel, business people, travelers, guests to their country. They like to get on that train. Even here, Miss Janet at our library has ridden on a bullet train. All right here, anime. Yeah, I see, I bet you've looked at some anime. Well, anime originated in Japan. And in our library, we have tons of anime. So come in and check out what we have here. Kimonos. Kimonos are very fancy dress that women and girls in Japan wear. And another thing that they wear is a haori. This one happens to be Miss Janet's. And I'm going to put it on real quick and show you some neat things about it. It's a jacket. This is kind of like a jacket. But look right here. It has little pockets inside. So if you're going out shopping, you could put your wallet in there. You can put special things. You could even use it as a little bag to carry things back from the store if you'd like. And at the same time, it keeps you warm. And again, it's called a hanori. A few more little things. Yes, the Olympics. How many of you watched the Olympics? Did you have a favorite sport? I loved watching all the swimming. And of course, track and field. That happened in Tokyo, Japan. Martial arts. Any of you do martial arts? Take martial arts classes, such as karate, sumo, which is their national sport, although baseball is their most popular sport, judo, Jiu-Jitsu. All of those are Japanese martial arts. And I showed you some Pockies, which you can get at our local grocery stores if you'd like to try them. And another treat that a lot of Japanese people and people here in our country love, mochi. It's a frozen ice cream with kind of a dough around it. It's kind of soft to chew. It comes in all different kinds of flavors. So Pokemon is the last one I'm going to talk about right now. I think you've known a little Pikachu there and Pokemon. So I hope, looking at what we've learned today about Japan, you have things in your home that are probably from Japan. So if you're ever interested in another country, come to the library. We have books on Japan. Right here, this will tell you, we'll show you some pictures. This is their flag, which I just made a real simple one right here. So I don't know if you did watch the Olympics, you probably saw a lot of their flags, just like we have our flags. Curious, you can look in a book, see what it might look like in another country. And in this case, we learned about our country of Japan. These are a few things I like. This is a beautiful silk fan from Japan, and it can be used to keep you cool whenever it's too hot outside. This is a beautiful wooden doll, also from Japan, hand carved, and children there do play with these. This is the last book I'm going to show you, and it's Wabi-Sabi. And a neat thing about it, if you look at how it opens. It doesn't open like our standard books. It opens from bottom and lifts up to the top. And in here, there's some beautiful artwork from Japan. Just beautiful. It reminds me a lot of Eric Carle's work. But it's got paper, uses nature, and all of these pages have haiku poems on them as well. So I hope that this piqued your interest in learning about other countries and that you learned something about Japan that you didn't know before. Thanks for joining me on this lesson, and hope to see you in the library soon. Bye-bye.